Most business owners in California have never heard of a managed sales tax audit. But here's what you need to know. Under California's managed sales tax audit program, you can literally audit yourself, under the government's supervision, that is. Sounds like a trap, right? Surprisingly, it can actually save you money. If you do it wrong, it gives the state a roadmap straight to your biggest tax exposure. Stick around because in this video, I'll explain exactly how a managed sales tax audit works, when it helps, and when it can outright destroy you, and what to do before signing anything with the California Department of Tax and Fee Administration, the CDTFA. A managed sales tax audit, often called a MAP, M-A-P, is a California state program run by the CDTFA. Instead of sending an auditor to dig through your books, the CDTFA lets you perform the audit yourself, under their rules and timeline. Here's the carrot. If you participate and complete it on time, they'll cut your interest charges in half. That's a 50% reduction on the interest of any tax you wind up owing. You also get some more flexibility, things like choosing when the audit happens, what transactions are reviewed, and how it's documented. But remember, participation is voluntary, and the CDTFA gets to decide who's eligible and who's not. If the CDTFA decides your business qualifies, then they'll invite you to apply. If approved, you sign what's called a Managed Audit Program Participation Agreement. It's on a Form CDTFA 526. That document defines the period to be audited, which records you'll review, sales, purchases, or both, the procedures you must follow, the deadlines involved. You get around typically 90 days to get it done, and when and how payment is due at the end of the audit. When you finish your self-audit, the CDTFA verifies your finding. If you follow the rules, you get a 50% reduction in the interest involved. But if you miss a deadline, fail to follow the plan, or make mistakes, they can void the agreement. Then you're back to a full traditional sales tax audit with full interest, and a regulator who knows exactly where your problems are. A managed sales tax audit can be advantageous when your records are well organized, your accounting systems are clean, and your issues are straightforward, like maybe a missing resale certificate or minor misclassification. It's especially useful for businesses with good data and the bandwidth to do the work right. You have the flexibility, control, and of course there's that 50% interest savings if everything goes smoothly. Here's the dark side. A managed sales tax audit is not a free pass. If your records are messy, if you changed accounting systems or products, or if you've taken aggressive positions in the past, self-auditing can be outright dangerous. Why? Because you do the government's job for them. Every calculation, every spreadsheet you turn in as evidence. If you underreport or make an error, the CDTFA can use your own work to assess more sales tax, or even refer it out for criminal tax review if they believe you acted fraudulently. And if the auditor suspects fraud, underreporting, or the use of suppression software, the audit can quickly escalate into an eggshell or reverse eggshell situation, where a supposedly straight civil audit can quietly become a criminal tax investigation. In that moment, your best protection isn't an accountant, it's an attorney and attorney-client privilege. When you hire your original CPA or tax preparer to help explain the numbers, everything you say could be subpoenaed. There's no privilege with non-lawyers, but when you work through our office, all our accountants and their analysis take place under attorney-client privilege. Also, work product privilege. Our CPAs work within what's called a Covell arrangement, meaning their analysis are legally shielded because they assist attorneys in providing legal advice. That keeps the CDTFA from using your own records against you in a way. Here's what we do differently. When a client comes to us for a managed sales tax audit, we don't just accept the CDTFA's terms blindly. We negotiate the scope, the time periods, and we make sure that this process fits your business operations. Then we perform the self-audit precisely by the CDTFA's rules, but we insert advocacy. That means reconciling reported sales with your bank and point of sales data, verifying all exemption documentation, ensuring district rates and inclusion rules are applied correctly, sampling transactions properly and documenting the methods, preparing schedules that anticipate the auditor's next question before it's asked. If the CDTFA wants to carve out complex issues for its own review, we coordinate this process while preserving your 50% interest rate reduction. And we hang on to your right to appeal. If they threaten you to void the agreement, we may move quickly to cure or transition to a traditional sales tax audit without giving up any ground. That's the difference between managing an audit and being managed by one. If the CDTFA contacts you about a managed sales tax audit, you're at a tactically sensitive moment. Done right, it can save you time and money. Done wrong, it can explode the situation into a nightmare. The first step, do not go back to your original preparer. The moment you engage them, privilege is gone. Instead, call the dual licensed civil and criminal tax defense attorneys and CPAs here at the Tax Law Office of David W. Klasing, who can handle both the numbers and the law. At the Tax Law Offices of David W. Klasing, we've helped hundreds of California businesses navigate sales tax audits, traditional and managed. We've never had a single sales tax audit be criminally prosecuted. If the CDTFA or another California agency says offer you a managed audit, don't guess. Don't sign anything. Let's review your situation first. Call 1-800-681-1295 or visit ClasingAssociates.com for a confidential consultation. We'll help you protect your business, your rights, and your peace of mind. Remember, a managed audit can either save you or sink you. Make sure you're on the right side of that line.